Good morning, traders. Manny Cabrera from MDC Trading Academy with our pre-market forecast for today, Monday, June the 3rd. Let's look at our news reports for the day. Heavy news items this week, beginning obviously today at 10 a.m. with the ISM Manufacturing PMI. We do have some other news happening on Tuesday where Jerome Powell's is going to be speaking at 9:55. The Fed chair will be speaking tomorrow at 9:55. We don't know how long he's going to be talking, but it's obviously something that's going to impact our trading. We have ADP non-farm payrolls and ISM non-manufacturing also at 10 a.m. And at 8:30 on Friday, the biggies, we have average hourly earnings, non-farm employment, and the unemployment rate. So this is going to be a very critical week in reference to news and how they impact market movement. Let's quickly jump to our daily chart. As we can see, there's our 80-20 crossover, which we were talking about. Is it going to happen? There it is. And you notice how the market accelerates to the downside after it happens. Our next area of support is the 2732 to 2728 area. Once again, if you like to measure a Fibonacci from the recovery that we had beginning in late December till now, right now, even if we get to this area, it's still a 38% retracement. So we'll see how the market handles that. Yeah, we're going to find support here. We're going to move down to our next level, which is our next level of support. And if so, then we have green light all the way down to this area here, which is still a 50% retracement of the overall move, of this huge overall move we had talked about earlier this week. So in other words, if you measure your Fibonacci from this level down here all the way to the all-time highs, we're still talking about a relatively good amount of retracement. Remember, we talked about sell-offs, we talked about profit taking, and we talked about panic selling. So if we get below this level here, this next level of support, you're going to see some real panic set in. As a matter of fact, right between these two areas here, between 2732 and 2609, you're going to see a panic sell-off. You're going to see market increase as far as volume is concerned. So keep your eyes open for that. But what I want you to notice is how the technical was leading. The technical is always leading. So all the news about China and all the news about this and that and the other, you can see all of that here already taken into account within the technical aspect of the market. And this is what we teach you how to do here in MDC Trading Academy, how to anticipate these things, how to plan for these things, and obviously how to adapt if things change in the meantime. Let's look at our projection chart here. Here are areas where the market has moved to, price levels market has moved to. Markets always seem to return back home, and this is exactly what you see here. These are areas which the market had previously been to before, and now it's just returning to them. As you can see them, and there you go. Here are the next rejected areas at 27.25. These are areas and exact prices right around the 26.95 area. We'll see how the market holds here. Let's look at our analysis chart here. We are below yesterday's high with a gap. Now here's an interesting phenomenon. We've had this happen to us several times already, where we have a market where we're expecting it to move higher or lower, but there's a gap which the market doesn't want to ever leave without filling. So here's our gap. Here's our all-time. There's our intraday high, and we have a trend line that's coming all the way up from the intraday high of Friday. Market is intending to retest that, potentially fill this gap, and then we have a market that's going to decide where it's going to go. But the strength is always right now seems all to the downside, so that's where we're. This is our first attempt at the market. It's our first attempt at what we can expect in the market is the market to come and retest these areas, right around these areas here. And I'm just going to draw a big circle here. This is a key area. Okay, this is test. This is a test area. This is test area. And with this test area here, we're going to see which flavor the market is going to choose today. Is it going to choose more down movement, or is it going to try to recover a little bit and try to attempt to come back to the Friday highs? But here's the big test here. Here's where the market's going to make up its mind. If it gets there, it may not even get there. It may just continue lower. But our first expectation today is for the market to continue to move lower. We can see it a little more clearly here in our trade chart. There's your gap. Here's our market consolidated between obviously this support level and using the intraday high as resistance, and you can see there's our gap. So basically this is the movement we have right now, and to me Obviously, the most important thing is to see what happens if and when it fills this gap, see if it can break through it and continue. Or once it gets down to this area, what it's going to do is it going to hold and oscillate between the two areas, or is it going to break? Whichever way it goes, we have a plan, and that's the way you attack these types of markets. Have a great trading week and a great trading session, and we'll see you soon. Bye.